Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa and today we're going to be making a scarf. For this scarf I'm using Lion brand yarns in the mandala ombre. The color is Mantra. The color number is 551. It is a medium size 4 worsted weight yarn and it calls for a 5.5 millimeter hook. I will be using a 4.5 millimeter hook. I don't think that it's going to take up all of this yarn, but I won't know until I get to the end. So yes, I'm probably doing this backwards from what most people do, or they make one and then hold on to it and then make another one on camera. I am just going to kind of fly by the seat of my pants and do it all at one time. I'm going to start with this light blue here and work through the balls that I've already started with on another project and finish up here and try and make this green the middle of my scarf. So we'll see how it comes out. I'm trying to make it approximately 60 inches long, maybe 72. So I think I've definitely got plenty of yarn for that. These balls come in 150 gram balls. And as you can see, this one I still have about half, and it's probably the same with this. So I've probably got 2 balls of yarn, which I doubt that I will need all of this, but we'll see. So the other items that you will need are a pair of scissors, a darning needle for sewing in your ends, and a crochet hook. Some people like to mark the end of their rows where their single crochet is, and it can be helpful to have a stitch marker. I don't believe that I'll be using one though. You can also use a row counter if you want to make a specific number of rows, or if you're using colors where you need to keep track of how many rows of each color you've done. Since I'm using an ombre, I'm just going to let the colors go how they would naturally flow from the ball. So I hope this comes out good, and I hope that you enjoy the video. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And share the video if you like it. And leave comments in the comment section below. I will have a written pattern done up on my blog, which I'll link in the description box below. And without further ado, let's gather up all of our materials and get started. For this scarf, we're going to make something called a seed stitch. So what you're going to do is put a slip stitch on your hook, and you're going to chain a multiple of 2. So you just want your scarf to be as wide as you want it to be, but have an even number. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I'm going to have a stitch count of 32, which is, want it to be no less than 6 inches. So I'm right here at 7 inches wide. I think that's pretty good for a scarf. I don't really like them to be too wide. So we've made our chains for our scarf, for the width of our scarf. We need to chain one more. We're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we have this chain here is 1, this one here is 2, and the loop on our hook never counts as anything. So we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. The next stitch is going to be a double. So we've got a single crochet and then a double crochet. The next stitch will be a single crochet and then a double crochet. Every row we will start with a single crochet and end with a double. On top, when you go to the next row, on top of every double crochet you will have a single crochet, and on top of every single crochet you will have a double crochet. Did I say that right? On top of every double will be a single, and on top of every single will be a double. And if you get confused about what stitch you're on, just look at the one that you did previously. If you get distracted by the TV or the pets or the children, and you'll know what your next stitch is supposed to be. So that was a single and then a double. A single and then a double. This scarf will have a nice texture from the variation of sizes of the crochet that you do. So I did a single and then a double, and I'm going to finish doing my singles and doubles all the way to the end, and I will meet you back up here at the last stitch or the last couple of stitches. Okay, I am right here at the end. I have 2 stitches left. I just did a double, so the next one is a single and then a double. We need to chain 1 and turn our work. And because we start every row with a single, we're going to go right in there at the top of that double and make a single. And in the top of the single, we will make a double. And a single in the next, and then a double, and then a single, and then a double, a single, and a double, and you should be able to tell that it's already starting to have a little bit of a texture to it, and it'll be more noticeable the farther along you go. Next is a single, and then a double, and another single, and then a double, and keep doing that all the way to the end, and I will meet you back up here for the next row. Okay, I'm here at the end of row 2, and I wanted to show you these last 2 stitches. So we started off with a single, and we know we have to end with a double. So I'm here at the next to the last one. I just made a double here, so I'm going to make a single in this one. And the last one can be a little tricky. You kind of have to turn it sideways to see that last single crochet. But you're going to make a double into that one. I just don't want you to miss that last stitch. And you're going to chain one and turn your work. And in that first stitch where you just made the chain right here above this double crochet right here, you're going to go in there with a single crochet. And you're going to make a double in the next one, which is a single crochet from the last row, and a single crochet in the top of the double, and a double crochet in the top of the single, and a single on top of the double, and another, oops, lost my stitch there, and a double on top of the next single. And then a single, and then a double, and you're going to keep doing this for all of your rows until you get to the desired length of your scarf. I am going to make mine pretty long, probably at least 60 inches, 5 feet. I like a very long scarf. I like for it to be able to wrap around easily. Again, I'm going to make mine about 60 inches long. You're going to start every single row with a single crochet and end every single row with a double crochet. You will be single crocheting on top of double crochets on top of single crochets, and work that for as long as you want your scarf to be. At the end of every row, after you've made your double crochet, chain one and turn your work. So my scarf is almost completely finished. I wanted to give you a little tip, like at your beginning part. If you make those chains, the beginning chains, really loose, it won't do that curled thing that it was doing earlier. So I took mine out and made these a little looser, and it lays flat now, so I'm not going to worry about putting fringe on this, because it ended up being 96 inches long with 2 balls of that mandala ombre that I'm using. So this is what my finished product looks like. I'm sorry I can't get it all in here at one time, but I really like the way that the colors faded into each other. So this is it. So I tried to make sure that I was ending with the same color that I started with to make it, you know, come out looking a little nicer. We began each row with a single crochet and ended every row in a double crochet. And the pattern was single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, all the way to the end. So here I am at the very end of this scarf. There's a single crochet here. So my next stitch is a double. So you are double crocheting in the top of every single crochet and single crocheting in the top of every double crochet. So if you ever got to a point where you weren't really sure what your next stitch was, you could look at the one you just did or the one that you're going into. So here's a double crochet. And I know that I had a double crochet as my last stitch, so my next one would be a single crochet, and then a double, then the very last single crochet in this project, and the last double crochet. From here, you'll just fasten it off. Snip whatever little bit of yarn you had left. See, from those 2 balls, I really did not have much yarn left. I'm going to grab my needle here and sew in these 2 tails. Just going to want to go up under those stitches one way. Make sure you don't pull it too tight or you'll bunch up your stitches and that won't look as nice. And then go back through the other way. And then one more time. And that is it. All you have to do is tuck in that other end, that tail at the beginning, the same way you did the other end. Oop, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. So if you really enjoyed this video, if you would like to see more videos, subscribe to my channel. Give this one a like and share it with your friends. You can find me on Pinterest, and I have a blog that I will leave a link to in the description box below. I have also made a hat and some mittens to go with this as a set using that ombre yarn. So what I did at the beginning was bought 3 balls of that mandala ombre, and I started with the mittens and used about half a ball. Made the hat and again used about half a ball, and so for the scarf I used what was left from those and the extra ball that I had purchased. So I would love to see how your scarves came out. Leave me comments in the comment section below. Share your pictures, and I will see you in the next video.